All right. So, good morning and welcome back, everyone. I am Nagi, your natural English coach, and it's time for another week's lesson. So, here is our starting phrase for today. How do you say this phrase? This phrase is leave on red. So the idea is that you can leave someone on red. And the way that this is written right here doesn't really make it clear exactly what this means. So I'll give you a hint. It has to do with a phone, right? A cell phone or a smartphone. So what could this mean if you leave someone on red? Do you have any idea? So, to leave someone on red means that when you send someone a message, usually in a lot of messaging apps, for example, like Facebook Messenger or in other apps as well, it will usually tell you at the very bottom of the last message that someone has read what you have sent, right? It'll usually say sent or read, or you will see the person's picture right at the bottom of the text, right? So if you don't respond to them, then that little message saying that they have read it will always be at the bottom. So this phrase has come into use, at least in English, that to leave someone on red means that you see what they sent, but you do not respond. And that the other person knows that they have read the message, but you're still waiting for them. So it's kind of, some people think that it can be kind of a rude thing because maybe they're waiting for you to give them a response, but you're not giving them a response, or maybe they feel like you've forgotten about them. There are many different reactions to being left on red, right? People have different reactions to it. So here's the question for today. The first question, at least, is how do you feel when someone leaves you on red? What's your answer? So, for example, if someone leaves you on red, i.e., someone sees your message on a text or an app and then doesn't reply to you, maybe you feel angry because you want them to respond, or maybe you feel sad or lonely because they didn't reply to you. Or maybe you just don't care because maybe you also sometimes forget to respond to people, right? So that brings us to the second question. How often do you leave other people on red? Try answering now. So, as you can see, to leave someone on red goes both ways. Maybe people leave you on red, but sometimes maybe you leave other people on red, right? It's just a common thing that happens, especially in our daily life of using our phone to communicate with people. So, this lesson is all about phrases that we use to basically delay your communication with somebody. Maybe you can't talk to someone until later, or you're waiting for someone's response. So we have 5 phrases that will come in very useful that are very natural in English, right? So let's go ahead and look at our conversation for this week. First, go ahead and read the top red part now. Okay. Sorry for leaving you on red earlier. I was in the middle of class. What's up? So in this situation, someone, the listener to whom the speaker is talking to, the listener sent the speaker a message, maybe on as a text or maybe on SMS or an app, And because the speaker was in class, they saw the message, but they could not respond. So the speaker, in this case, left the listener on red. So go ahead and try the top red part one more time. Okay, good. So now let's look at the next blue part, the top blue part. Go ahead and try reading that one now. All right. It's okay. I can't talk right now, but I want to check in later about our movie plans. I want to check in later. That's probably a phrase that you might have heard before. It's very natural when you want to say, I want to confirm our plans, or I want to figure something out later on, right? We say check in later, and usually that means over the phone or in person. Go ahead and try this one more time. Okay, good. Now go ahead and read the bottom red part now. Okay. Sorry, I don't know when I can go, but I'll get back to you soon. Sorry for the phone tag. So as you can see, we have two phrases here that are in bold. I'll get back to you. I'll get back to you is a way of saying I will return your call, or I will respond to a question that you have, right? I'll get back to you soon. Sorry for the phone tag. Now, phone tag is an interesting little phrase. First of all, what does the word tag mean? So the word tag describes a game that most children play anywhere, where you touch somebody and then they run away and the other person touches somebody, right? That's called tag. So in this case, combining the words phone and tag together, right? Phone tag. So if you think about what the word tag means, what do you think the phrase phone tag refers to? So phone tag is basically when you call somebody and they don't answer. Maybe they're busy or something, and then sometimes you leave a voicemail, right? And then that person later on listens to the voicemail and then tries to call you back, but you miss the call, so they have to leave a voicemail, and the cycle repeats over again. So they call, you call, they call, you call, and then you leave voicemails back and forth, right? That's called phone tag because it kind of feels similar to regular tag, but it's something that is so common we actually created a phrase for it in English. So go ahead and try saying this lower red part one more time. Okay, good. Now go ahead and read the bottom blue part. Okay, don't worry about it. I'll get in touch with you later. To get in touch, right? Get in touch has a very similar meaning to check in later or get back to you, but get in touch specifically means that they will contact you in some way, right? I'll get in touch with you soon means that whether it's by phone or by email or by some other way, they're going to contact you. So go ahead and read that last bottom part once again. All right, good. Let's take a closer look at our phrases for this week. The first one is, I'll get back to you. I'll get back to you. So again, get back to you is like respond to you or contact you again, right? Get back to you. So let's look at a top sentence now. Go ahead and read that. Okay. Sorry, my class is starting. I'll get back to you after it ends. Try it one more time. Okay, good. Now go ahead and read the bottom sentence now. All right. Can I get back to you once I've made up my mind? So do you remember what made up my mind means? It's like to make a decision, to choose something. Made up my mind. Go ahead and read it one more time. All right. Next one is to leave someone on red. So you can say, I left him or her on red. He left me on red. I left you on red. So go ahead and read our first top sentence now. All right. He's so frustrating to talk to. You should just leave him on red. Try it one more time. Okay, good. Now go ahead and try saying the bottom sentence now. Okay. I don't like to leave people on red, so I send emojis instead. Like maybe you don't know how to respond to somebody, so you just put a thumbs up, right? Or something like that. Go ahead and try that one again. All right, great. Now let's look at get in touch. So if you remember what we were talking about before, to get in touch with somebody means to communicate with them in some way, right? To send them a message or to call them or to just talk to them directly. So go ahead and try reading that first sentence now. All right. Have you gotten in touch with the client yet? We have our meeting tomorrow. Try it again. All right. Now let's look at the bottom sentence. Try saying that one now. Okay. I need to get in touch with my grandpa and see how he's doing after his surgery. Go ahead and try that one again. Okay, good. And our next one is to check in later. So go ahead and read the top sentence now. Okay. I'm busy now, but let's check in later about the project. Try it again. All right. Now go ahead and try the bottom sentence. Okay. She said she would check in later once she finished her errands. Try it again. All right. And on to our last phrase. Once again, it's phone tag. Go ahead and try saying the top sentence now. Okay. I'm sick of playing phone tag. I'm just going to go to his house and talk to him. That's one way to solve a phone tag problem. Try it again. Okay. Now go ahead and try the second sentence now. All right. We couldn't arrange a date because we've been playing phone tag all week. Try it one more time. All right. Nice job. Let's, again, look at our conversation. See how many of these phrases you can already remember. So, as usual, you will say the sentence the first time, and then I will say it, and then you repeat after me. Go ahead and say the top red part now. Okay. Sorry for leaving you on red earlier. I was in the middle of class. What's up? Try it again. All right. Now go ahead and try saying the top blue part. Okay. It's okay. I can't talk right now, but I want to check in later about our movie plans. To check in later. Try it again. All right. Now go ahead and try reading the bottom red part. So as you can see, I forgot to erase one of the phrases. That managed to slip past me. Sorry, I don't know when I can go, but I'll get back to you soon. Sorry for the phone tag. Try it one more time. All right, and go ahead and read the final blue part at the bottom. All right, don't worry about it. I'll get in touch with you later. Get in touch. Try it one more time. All right, good job. Now, here's some questions that you can answer. Our first question is, how long do you usually take to get back to someone? So when you're answering this question, you can say, oh, it takes me an hour, or maybe it takes me 3 days, right? It usually takes me such time. Try and answer it now. All right, good. Again, you could say, it usually doesn't take me very long, but sometimes it takes me a long time. Depends on what kind of person you are. Now, let's look at the second question. When you are left on red, do you send a second message or not? So, for example, if you want someone's response, but they've left you on red and they haven't given you a response, are you the kind of person that sends a second message, or do you just keep waiting? What's your answer? All right. So when you're left on red, some people might say, yes, I wait 24 hours, or I wait a little bit and then I send another message. But some people just say, nope, I just wait and I wait for them to respond. All right, let's look at our third question. How often do you play phone tag during the week? Try answering now. All right. So some people, maybe you don't really talk to people on the phone very often. So maybe you don't play phone tag at all, or maybe it's very rarely, right? Maybe you only play phone tag like once every few months or something like that. Or maybe you have a job when you play a lot of phone tag because everybody at your job is very busy, so you're constantly leaving voicemails and also getting voicemails, right? All right, next question. How easy is it to get in touch with your family or friends? Go ahead and answer now. All right. So sometimes it depends on the person, right? So maybe some of your family is very easy to get in touch with, right? If you just send them a message or call them at any time of the day, they'll usually respond to you or be able to talk. However, there are some people that are very hard to get in touch with, right? Even if you call them, they won't answer, and maybe it takes them a very long time to respond to their messages. All right, let's look at our final question of the day. How do you let people know that you'll check in later? So basically, if you can't talk to someone right now, what do you say to tell them that you will call them or talk to them at a later point? So some of you might say, sorry, I'm busy, I'll check in later, because that's the phrase that we're using, right? But you might also say, oh, sorry, talk to you later. Or maybe you say, can't talk right now, but in a bit, right? Or maybe you choose a specific time, right? You can say, I will talk to you this evening, or I will call you at 6. Depends on the person and their schedule. All right, let's look at a review. So these are the pronunciation practice that we had from last week, right? Our very first lesson of 2022. So this time we covered the TH, the strong TH sound, and also the L and R sounds. Actually, I'm sorry. We didn't do the TH sound. We did the L and R sounds as well as the open A sound, I believe. So again, if you need some extra refreshing, I would suggest that you pause this lesson if you're watching it later. Go back and watch that lesson so you're prepared for this. So go ahead and try saying number 1 now. All right. I read the book by the glow of my flashlight. Read the book by the glow of my flashlight. Remember that when we're making the strong L in English, you can put your tongue between your teeth, like so. Glow. All right. Go ahead and try number 1 again. All right, good. Now go ahead and try number 2. Okay. This food is really boring and bland. Remember that the word bland means food that doesn't have a strong taste to it. It's really boring. Go ahead and try number 2 again now. All right, good. Now let's try number 3. Okay. The distance from the lead, and actually this is another typo, should be lead runner. So if you're in a race, the lead runner is the person who is out front. The distance from the lead runner is growing. Growing, meaning becoming bigger, right? Go ahead and try that one again. All right. Now let's try our last sentence, number 4. Okay. I think that brand of bowling ball is the best. So remember that brand can be used as brand new, meaning something is completely new. It can also be used to talk about a certain company's type of goods, right? So a brand can be like Coca-Cola or Sony or something like that. So I think that brand of bowling ball is the best. Go ahead and try it one more time. Okay, great. Good job. So, as always, all of my past lessons are up on my YouTube channel. So, if you want to practice anything, any lesson from 2021, you can also see them there if you want to have a refresher. Also, please make sure that if you enjoyed this lesson to like the video and to share it and also to subscribe, because all of those things will help me make better videos and more of them in the future. Also, if you ever have a question about English, you can always leave a comment during the live stream and I can respond to you immediately, or you can leave a comment on any of my videos and then I can answer your question when I see it. All right, have a good week, and until next time.